Hi guys, hope you're well and hope you're good, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched last week's video, I suggest you do that before you watch this video. So I will put the link to the video from last week here, so watch that before you watch this video, okay? Because all of that will make sense. Okay guys, so last week I explained that my channel is going in a new direction. It's going through a new birth, as you say it, and so I am going to kick off my channel with my journey and my story and my journey with my uterus and my relationship, my newfound relationship with my uterus. So in this video I am going to talk about my journey with endometriosis. So for those of you who don't know what endometriosis is, it is a condition where lining of the uterus is found anywhere but the uterus. So it could be found in your fallopian tube, your ovaries, anywhere outside of your uterus. And it causes pain, it can cause infidelity, it can cause fertility issues. It doesn't discriminate. Endo does not discriminate. It can affect anyone. Any woman. All right, so my journey or my relationship with you know what, I don't even want to say relationship because I don't want that thing. My experience with endo started in ending of 2026, beginning of 2027. Firstly, I'm from that community where I did not know what period pain was. I didn't know, I didn't want to know. So when my friends would talk about their period pain and how they were in so much pain, I was just like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm okay. But you know what, I said that too loud and then the enemy heard me. During the ending of 2026, 2027, I experienced pain. Like, it was just constant pain in my lower abdomen, so I knew that that was my uterus. First started off where, you know, it'll be just like I'll be in constant pain for about 2 weeks, okay, for another 2, and then it got to a point where I was just in pain always. And the pain sort of thresholds started from about 2 to 3, then went up to about, I'll say 6 or 7, and then went to a 10 or 12. Like, I was just in pain at that point. The first time I went to my GP, I told him what was going on, and because at that point my cycle had gone from a 5 to 6 day period to a 2-day period, which means that something was wrong. So I told him what was going on, I told him my symptoms, and he said, okay, no, it's something to do with my cycle and it's probably just a phase and it will go away. So I was like, okay, it will go away. I remember going home, and then, you know, I was just monitoring it over the next couple of weeks, and the pain threshold gets higher and higher, and it got to a point where I would wake up from my sleep because I was in that much pain. No paracetamol was working, no painkiller was working, nothing was working. I was just in pain, in constant pain. It got so difficult to even get up to go to work. It got so difficult to do my everyday, just to live and just do my everyday chores, do my everyday everything. So then I remember going back to my GP, and I remember crying. I was crying in front of him because I was like, I'm in pain. All I know is pain. Like, I'm in constant pain. Something's seriously wrong and I need to be checked. That's what I said to him. So that's when he referred me to a gynecologist. Now, my gynecologist was great. Like, she was amazing. Like, she knew her stuff, right? And so I remember being in her office. I told her what my symptoms were, like the pain, my 2-day cycle, and etc, etc. So then we started off doing some bloods. So we did some blood test, and the results came back somewhat okay. And then that's when she said, okay, we're going to do a laparoscopy, which is a keyhole surgery, and basically so that she can actually see what's going on down there and see what's going on with my uterus and just make sure everything's working okay. So she did 3 incisions. She did 1 from my belly button and then 2 on the side of my lower abdomen. So after the surgery, I remember being in recovery, and then she came to tell me that the surgery was successful. She found endometriosis in and around my uterus. And I was like, what is endometriosis? I don't know what that is. And I remember saying the word over and over again in my head because I'm about to Google this thing and find out what it is and why it is bothering my life. So after the surgery, I wasn't in any more pain. I was good. I went on with my life. It was great. And I thought that would be it. My cycle went back to the normal 4 to 5, well, I say my normal 5 to 6 days. And for me, I thought everything was good. I got told that my chances of getting pregnant at that point had gone up to 50% after having the surgery. And so I was like, okay, this is great. I've met people that needed to have the surgery first so that they can get pregnant. I've met people that are living with endometriosis. They've never had the surgery, but they've got 4 kids. I've met people that had a kid, then had endo, then had the surgery, and then got pregnant again. So I know that it is a very difficult thing to diagnose because it affects everyone differently. I am yet to meet someone who had or has the same symptoms I had. And it can be really frustrating when you know that something's wrong and you don't know what it is, and you don't know how to fix it, and you don't even know what to call it. So my advice to women out there who know their body and knows that something's wrong, go and get checked out. Go to a gyna, tell them your symptoms, and really persist on getting checked out. Doing bloods, doing a laparoscopy, doing a scan, everything. Just really put your foot down and say you want to get checked out. If I hadn't gone to my GP and probably laid everything down and started crying, I don't know if he would have referred me. But just, you know, take care of yourself, because you don't know what's going on. And if you're in pain, it's your body trying to tell you that something's wrong, something's not right, and you need to fix it. So go with your gut feeling, and always persist. Just keep persevering and keep going and keep asking to get checked and get fixed. Well, not get fixed, but you know what I mean, like get cured, get diagnosed, like at least so you know what's going on. So remember that after the surgery, I was good, I was okay, everything went back to normal. I remember my friend came to get me from hospital, and I told her what I had, and she had never heard of endometriosis. So another thing I then realized after the surgery is that I went to work, I would tell people at work that I was off for a few weeks because I had to do the surgery for endometriosis. And alarmingly, quite a number of them said, oh, I know someone who has that. Oh, I suffer from it too. Oh, my husband's sister also has that. It was really shocking how common endometriosis was, but yet at the same time very uncommon. It's really odd. And it got me thinking, that a lot of people out there are suffering with this thing, but we're not talking about it. We're not sharing. So I thought my journey or my experience with endometriosis had ended there, but no, it didn't. Tune in next week for part 2 of my journey with endometriosis, or my experience with endometriosis. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.